All right, hey guys, it's Siobhan with 2Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings for January 2020, and this reading is for Scorpio. Now that can apply to Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, and I also recommend that you check out your other signs. So for example, if this is your sun sign, check out your moon and rising sign videos to get a clearer overall view of the energy that's affecting you in January 2020. So now keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not all of the messages are going to apply to everybody. Just take what does resonate with you and then leave the rest here. Okay, guys. So Scorpio, let's see what's going on. Your current self energy is coming up as the Death card. So this is coming up a lot for people right now. I have shuffled this deck time and time again, and the past 3 readings this has come out. So Virgo, Libra, and now you, Scorpio, have all gotten the Death card. This, I believe, is Scorpio, the Death card. I think that is you guys as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of shadow work going on right now, a lot of transitions, a lot of things dying to be replaced with new things, because as we end cycles, yes, they are a death process, but we also have new beginnings that come from that. So without death, we cannot have birth. So it needs to be a cyclical continuation into infinity, having these things continually recycle. So this is your current self energy. You may be going through some kind of a death process right now on some level or another. Let's find out what that is. So the theme of the month, you have Ace of Wands. So this could be related to work. This could be something that you're passionate about, something that you're reassessing, reassigning value to. I really feel as though this is an aspect of the mind as well, because the lizard is part, and then now we've got the 4 of Pentacles, which is like a snake woman. So I see this as like the reptilian mind. This is like the base sort of functioning of the human mind. So I see this as like our survival brain, the part of the brain, the original cortex, in the spinal cord that allow us to live. But there's a lot of fear that can come from that because it's such a base level functioning. It's almost as if it keeps us stuck in that base level functioning and kind of dissuades us from tapping into this the prefrontal cortex and the frontal lobe, where we're able to problem solve and rationalize and be open to new ideas and like expand our thinking. I feel as though there's something that you're being urged to let go of that has been keeping you sort of stuck, or not necessarily stuck, but just kind of conforming to the status quo. Again, just kind of going through the motions, which is like that reptilian brain. It's just on autopilot almost, where you just continued for the sake of continuing. And now that process is kind of coming to an end because you've got this new beginning where it's transforming what you're passionate about and putting you into a whole nother realm of thought as it relates to what you're doing. So the obstacle to overcome is the 2 of Pentacles. This is about balancing, right? As you go through the death process and this new beginning, it's about balancing out some of these aspects, which again, this could be related to work and finances, because you do have the Ace of Wands and then 2 Pentacles cards. So you may be transitioning from one form of work to another. Perhaps you were in a line of work where it was just very automatic. There was no passion there. It was just like A plus B equals C every single day. And that passion was just slowly killing you from the inside out. It's like you feel like a zombie just going in and doing it and getting the money and doing it again the next day over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, that's enough. No more of that. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the major accomplishment position. So this is really breaking free from that cycle of limitation. And it's self-created limitation. It's also part of just the way that our society is constructed. It's very much for that, but that's beginning to change as well. We see a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more people who are self-employed, and much more creatives who are able to base their foundation of financial security on their art. Whereas in the past, this was still a thing, but it was less less predominant. It was, it was like less likely. There was always that idea of like the starving artist. But now with all of these new apps and technology, it's really expanded our repertoire of what we can accomplish. And so I really see you guys doing something new as it relates to money, fighting off that sort of comfort mentality of just sticking it out because it's sustainable, because it's allowed you to be comfortable in your financial arena. But if it's not giving you any passion, if it's really just, like you feel dead on the inside, then that's not good. You don't want to live your life just working until you die. That's no way to live. This is your one life as you. Yes, we reincarnate, but this is your one life as whoever you are now in this moment. And I really just don't believe in wasting it on kind of doing what we feel like we need to do just to survive. We should be here to thrive. We are here to thrive. And so it's just about taking that step out and doing that. And now it may be scary, so you may want to like prepare yourself, which the Knight of Pentacles is talking about. Prepare yourself accordingly. Make plans. Don't just jump into this willy-nilly based on your emotions. This is very much about being proactive in what you're doing and really planning and assessing how you're going to do this. If you're going through a transition right now, or if you're planning a transition, or if you didn't even realize that you needed to make a transition, but now you are feeling as though this would be good for you, then it's really about planning, doing the research, putting the things into motion slowly but surely, making sure that everything is accounted for and that this process will be abundant for you. So the Queen of Swords, I see this as doing your research. This is in the what to avoid position though. So avoid falling back into those old fear patterns of thought, because those are what kept you limited in the first place. So being afraid to step out of your comfort zone, being afraid to start something new, even if it is just like a side hustle or something that you do as a creative project that blossoms and grows into something greater and more financially sound. So this is kind of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone and stepping outside of that monotonous lifestyle, but doing it in a way that you're prepared, that you're educated. I see this as learning for some reason, and I don't usually see the Queen of Swords in that energy, but it's also, I believe that's Libra. I need to study my signs and symbols more, but I think that's Libra. So this is you guys really stepping into your element, doing what you're good at, and shifting your mental realm, right? You're an air sign, you're very mentally oriented. And so this is your strength. This is something that you can call on to help you make this transition. So do the research, really put in the work, expand your mind, open your mind, receive information from higher sources as well. Listen to your higher self. This is that hawk. It's the messenger between worlds. It flies high and then it delivers messages to you in the earthly realm here on the ground. So this is your ability to tune into your intuition to guide you through some of these changes that you're currently making or that you're going to be making in the realm of work and finances. So what to embrace? Beautiful. You've got the 10 of Cups. Now, I'm not sure why they decided to illustrate the card with the Leviathan, because the 10 of Cups is like normally such a nice, happy family, abundant, joyful, like rainbows and butterflies. And it's like Leviathan. So I really see this as like you embracing your inner passion as to what makes you happy. And if you have to do that in a really strong and powerful way, then do that, because this card isn't like a happy little 10 of Cups energy. Oh, what a happy little life. This is like, I'm going after what's going to make me happy, whether like you believe in me or not. Like, I've got the power. I've got the power. I don't know why this is all coming out now. There's like this started out with kind of a heavy energy, and now it's like, yeah, I can do this. I'm all amped up. Like, let's get it. So Scorpio, like, congrats, because that's what to embrace. Really embrace that energy. What do they say? Lean into the wind or something like that. What is it? Oh, somebody tell me. What's that analogy where it's like lean into it, just really like push forward, go, all in, balls to the wall. And then you've got another 10, the 10 of wands. Okay, so this is where to find support, and again, another reptile type creature. Now the dragon is super powerful, super powerful, just like the Leviathan is the powerful element of water, which is emotion. The dragon and wands are fire. So this is your passion and your emotional fulfillment coming together. Look at that. They even look like they're coming together, like they're facing each other. I see this as you guys really stepping into what brings you fulfillment rather than having that monotonous life. This is you standing up and taking charge, taking action. Now, the 10 of Wands in the traditional tarot is kind of like a burden. So this is something that you're carrying too much of. And I really feel that that's what's coming to an end, because 10s are endings. So you've got 2 endings here, things coming to completion, and the death process, as well as the Ace of Wands giving you a new start. So you've got the completion of the wand cycle and the beginning of the wand cycle all in one reading. So this is very much about where your passions lie, where your purpose is. This is career, this is work, this is home, this is your family life as well, because the 10 of Cups is here. This is balancing all of those aspects. The 10 of Wands is, yeah, you're carrying a lot. That's why this death process needs to happen, is because you can't continue on in that vein. You can't keep carrying all of that and expect to get to where you want to be. So it's about letting go of some of those things. And that's kind of what this 4 of Pentacles is about too. This 4 of Pentacles is very much like a holding on type of energy. It's continuing the way that you've done it for a while. It's saving. It's very inward. So this is about, okay, we've done that. We've tried that and it worked for a while, but now it's a bit too much and it's not bringing happiness and fulfillment on a internal level. So it's time to change that, time to take action, time to put down some of these burdens and move into a realm that is joyful and fulfilling on many different levels. And then the Knight of Cups you've got here, which is Jinn. It's like genie. So this is the genie in the lamp. You know, you've got your 3 wishes, and the advice and encouragement here is to really make those wishes a reality. So yes, you will have to put in action. You will have to do some inner work as well as some outer work. There's some research that needs to be done. There's some balancing that needs to happen. Financially, this could be like dipping into your savings, investing in something, balancing out or creating new revenue streams, like starting a side hustle or creating a job out of something that was once just a hobby or a passion. This is, it could be a physical transition. It could be that, like in work, I mean, like not death, like actually death, but just quitting your job and applying for that dream job. But of course, you know, just for disclaimers purposes here, always get the job you want first and then quit your job, right? You want to make sure that you don't leave yourself high and dry, unless you fall into that friends category where you need the fear, right? Like Joey's telling Rachel when she's a server and she doesn't want to do that anymore. She wants to work in the fashion industry. And he's like, you need the fear. You need to quit your job so that it forces you to go out and get that new job that you really, really want. And so, I mean, again, take what resonates with you, whichever one applies to you. If you feel confident, again, trust your intuition. Never just go by what these readings say. Always consult your higher self. That's first and foremost, always and forever. So the Knight of Cups, very much about making that wish, making it happen. And that emotional fulfillment is coming in. You've got 2 knights here, so you've got like some serious action on your side. You've also got the Queen of Swords. So this is you really standing in your power, male or female. This is you standing in your power to find your fulfillment, to find and seek your fulfillment, especially as it relates to the home, right? Because our work does relate to our home. We pay for our home based on our work, or we, you know, this is how we make a living, right? So this is relationships, because I see the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So it's kind of like, the relationships that you have with your family in the home environment, maybe some of those are getting too burdened down by your situation in the past that kind of built up to this, of having too much on your plate, potentially being overworked, or just not enjoying your work, right? Because it could be like an easy job, but if you don't like it, then it's burdensome. So anyways, let's see what we get from the Archangel Oracle deck for you, Scorpio. January 2020 for Scorpio. We have creative writing. Oh, is somebody a writer out there? Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of communication. So this is messages that come through to you or your ability to communicate. And in this case, creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book, right? So if you're planning on doing something in the field of writing and you're not doing that currently, then this could be what this is concerning. So maybe you start a blog. Maybe you start writing articles. Maybe you start doing ghostwriting, or you start or continue writing a book. Or perhaps this is just you tuning into what really sparks your joy by writing it down. So sometimes by putting our thoughts on paper, by journaling, by tracking kind of where we're at, or writing down our goals. I mean, it's January. It's a perfect time to write down your goals for the year. What do you want to create in your life? What do you want to have this year do for you? And what do you want to do with the year that you have? So write it down, get it on paper, because when you put it into physical reality, especially with all these pentacles here, it's going to make it real. It's emotionally based, but you have to put in that physical action to make it really come to fruition, to have things come to that fulfillment that you're really, really pushing for. So this could be something for somebody. Creative writing. Start that blog. Write that book. Do the damn thing. Okay, because that's going to bring you fulfillment. That's where your fulfillment lies, not in this day-to-day grind. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So that's your reading for the month of January 2020. Happy New Year to all of you Scorpios out there. And if you resonated with this reading, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I do monthly horoscope readings as well as the collective ascension energy updates and spiritual Q&As and chit chats. I also do Reiki healing. I'm a Reiki master, and I do the tarot readings as a service as well. So if you guys want more information on what's going on in your personal life and some guidance from the tarot and oracle, then please reach out to me. All the information will be in the description box below this video. Just hit the show more button or the little inverted triangle to get a drop down list of all of my services, my offerings, how to contact me, how to book, etc. For a reading or a Reiki session. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting the channel, and for, doing the damn thing. You got this. Have faith. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.